Hi, everybody. How are you? Good morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. So, this React video is going to be a retro React, but not in the usual sense when it comes to Chantal. This is not going to be a retro React to any of her old mukbangs or the time that she spent with Natter where she was acting outrageous. No, no, no. No, this is going to be a different kind of retro React revolving around another channel by the name of Swole. So for those who are not familiar with Papa Swolio, with Swole, Papa Swolio, he is someone who's very passionate about getting in shape, being healthy. He has a channel. He's very blunt. He's very straightforward with talking about health and addressing different issues. And he came across Chantal. He came to know of Chantal, made remarks about her videos, and seeing how she was in bad health, he extended a hand to help her, offered her coming into his Facebook group, his nutritional program, the support of his Facebook group, and all the people that were in there offered her basically free help. And Chantal, for her part, she saw how Papa Swolio looked, liked what she saw, and I guess she assumed that he would be personally training her and giving her all kinds of attention. Once she found out that that was not the case, she quit. She quit the Facebook group. She decided to bow out. She did not realize the value of what the Swole page was about, how the reward was not in the male attention, it was in the improved health, which would mean she would feel better, she would look better, she would feel better about herself. She never considered that a really great reward. Her number one reward that she's always striving for is male attention. If male attention is not part of it, she wants nothing to do with it. But I'm doing this retro react to point out that 4 years ago, if she had stuck with Papa Swolio in the group, she could have changed her life around. Her life might be a whole lot different now. But due to the fact that she's only looking for one specific thing and ignoring everything else, her life continues to be in ruin. Anybody who's seen Chantal's current content, you know that she's very, very, very unhealthy. I mean, she really needs to be in a hospital. She's so close to a medical event, it's not even funny. But 4 years ago, somebody reached out and said, I want to help you. I want to assist you. I want to give you the support that I think you need. And you'll have the support of a group. And she wanted nothing to do with it. So for those beezers that are new on Chantal's channel, I'm sure there's a lot about her you don't know, and of course she's never going to talk about. I would like to let you know that the people who criticize Chantal, it's automatically assumed that those who criticize her, that they're just doing it out of hate or jealousy, although there's nothing to be jealous about. Somebody giving constructive criticism doesn't automatically mean they hate you. They're just giving you constructive criticism. And if that constructive criticism, as blunt as it may be, comes with an offer of help, does it mean the person hates you? No, because they're offering the help. And if you're in need of help, you should take it. She should have taken the help 4 years ago from Papa Swolio. She really should have. She might be in a whole different place now if she had just gotten past this obsession with a man has to pay attention to me. That's the only reward that I'm going to look for. There are all kinds of rewards in life, Chantal, all of which can benefit you. Hard work, dedication to one's health, exercise, eating good food. The rewards for that are you get to breathe a lot easier. You get to move a lot better. You feel better about yourself. You can fit into one airplane seat. You don't feel so insecure about yourself and hiding in a house all day. and secluding yourself and isolating yourself. There are all kinds of rewards to be had for taking care of oneself, because you have a one-track mind and you're wanting that male attention. If a man's not going to be there with you 24/7, you want nothing to do with anything that has to do with self-improvement. So, for those who do not know about that time period 4 years ago where the help was offered and what happened afterward when she quit, I'm doing this retro react. Before we get into that, though, let's cover some Twitter stuff, because something happened this morning. What happened this morning was Chantal had herself a little hissy fit. Yeah, she did. And it's weird. It's very strange, her hissy fit. Very strange indeed. She claimed something that really isn't true. So this is courtesy of Mo Translates. This is Chantal's newest community post saying, "Did you like that second strike for breaking terms of service you got, Scabba?" She's talking about Miss Yaba, the YouTube Underground. "If you don't stop using my content for bullying harassment, a third is incoming. Promise. Who are you judging anyway? You and your fake wife don't even have the balls to show yourself on camera while talking crap about big women. Beach move. Girl world is full of them. You should be ashamed you use bully money to feed your kids. Embarrassing." You gotta know I'm gonna have a lot to say about this post. Let's start with the obvious. The really obvious, Chantal, that makes you look really, really stupid. You're claiming that you threw a second strike at Yaba, but yet she was streaming this morning. She just got through streaming an hour ago. So if you threw a second strike, she would not be able to stream. So I guess you lied. If she had two strikes, that means she would not be able to stream for 2 weeks, right? So what are you talking about? Stupid. What are you talking about? As far as the comment about you and your wife don't even have the balls to show yourselves on camera. Chantal, when is the last time you showed yourself on camera without all those filters, the face filters, the fabric filters, the head spanks, pulling the hijab down to your eyebrows because you don't want anybody to see your forehead, using camera angles so that nobody can see your body? When is the last time you really honestly showed yourself on camera? Due to all those filters, you practically have a living avatar. That's what it is. If you're not showing yourself as you truly are, you're using a fake image of yourself. You know you are. And by the way, hi, I'm over here showing my real self. No makeup on, no filters. It is what it is over here. No fakery. Yet you're over there faking your appearance so you can stay in Delulu land. A girl world is full of them. You should be ashamed to use bully money to feed your kids. Ma'am, first of all, you're not a mother. You like to go after mothers, though. You really don't like other women, but for some reason you are especially heinous and hateful to women that are mothers, whether they're single or not. You're hateful to women who have kids. Before you can criticize somebody for being a mother and how they're making money to feed their kids, let's talk all the way about how you've gotten on YouTube and the money that you get from YouTube you use to feed your addictions. Bitch. Can we talk about that? Let's talk about it. You created this whole toxic negative system of you set everything in place to find enablers, to find funders, to fund all of your bad habits and all of your obsessions and all of your addictions. You're not even paying them for yourself out of your own pocket through hard work. You get a whole toxic parachute / safety net to keep everything going, even though keeping everything going is practically unaliving you. You're doing self-harm content, and you know it. 8 years on YouTube, you ain't got nothing to show for it. You don't have a nice house. You don't have a paid off car. All your debts are not erased. You placed yourself in that lazy, reckless, stupid corner. Okay? So if anybody on YouTube, if they're making money on YouTube in any way, and they're using that money to feed their kids, it's going for a positive purpose. You know, you're putting food on the table. You're feeding your little ones. That's a positive purpose versus you, the money you make on YouTube, you use it to feed your addictions. So please have a seat, have several seats, have them all, have the entire arena if you need it. Back off on talking about somebody else's kids and how they feed their family. If you're over there using your money to feed your addictions and make yourself unhealthy, you have nothing to say, madam. Your argument is invalid. So yeah, Chantal did that. She did all of that. She's saying, I threw a strike at Yaba, but yet Yaba streamed this morning. Weird. Okay, so let's see. And I posted her new community post. She's raging about something. Oh, this is something interesting. This is courtesy of That's Lindsay. This is a conversation that Lindsay had. Thank you for posting this, Lindsay. I guess the purple, I guess, is Lindsay speaking. Lindsay says, my conversation with a medical professional who's worked with thousands of diabetic patients in the emergency and clinic setting for 20 plus years. So Lindsay asked the question, okay, this is not for me, but if you were on a call and tested someone's blood sugar and it was 22.6 mmol fasted, they had a fruity metallic taste in their mouth, on and off, fevers, nausea, extreme thirst, and lack of appetite. Your thoughts? Also complaining of fever dream and a recent kidney infection as well. The professional replies back with 22.6 converts to over 400. So definitely hyperglycemic, diabetic, ketoacidosis. Okay, we're going to keep going. The person continues with symptoms alone would point to that, and with fevers on and off would point to an infection, especially with a recent kidney infection that would seem that it didn't clear up. Dreams could be the fever or the hypoglycemia. Lindsay says, yeah, this person finally became fever free, but that reading is so bad. How can someone function like that? They seem coherent. The professional replies with, depending on their temperature, and temperature at the time would also dictate if they were septic, and heart rate number. Lindsay says, do you think this person is just so used to being that high and they're going to eventually hit and point and just go downhill quickly? The person replies with, hard to tell. Would need to look at labs over the past year if they went to their PCP regularly, might have been on an upward trend for some time, or the infection pushed them over the edge. Lindsay replies with, she's had readings in the 20 mmol for 2 years now. And the person replies with, so has been diabetic for some time. Lindsay says yes, and has lost about 30 pounds recently, with no improvement to eating or medication. The professional replies with, kidneys might be failing too at the point due to poor end organ perfusion due to elevated blood sugars, so that kidney infection might have been more involved in that. Lindsay says, so that's what I thought. There's no way her organs aren't screaming at this point. She also has non-alcoholic fatty liver. So it's not looking good, Chantal. It is not looking good, ma'am. It is not looking good. Rubber Trader Band says, this was brought to my attention. Foodie Beauty is clinic hopping. She isn't seeing the same doctors who receiving the same care. How are they supposed to know if her treatment plans, if she keeps changing it up? I think she's doctor shopping too. I really do. And here's something else. Like, and I would like to credit the person on my channel that brought this to my attention, because when I was reacting to the video where she showed, I don't know if there's a receipt or a paper, I'm like, something don't look right about that. And then one of my subs was like, it looks like a document that she downloaded from the internet. And I really looked at it and I'm like, there's all kinds of wrong here. Y'all look at this. Let's look at it together. Let's look at it together. What do y'all notice about this? The person who is my subscriber and okay, credit to Beautiful Regret. Credit to you, Beautiful Regret, for making me take a second look at this. So credit to you, ma'am. Y'all look. So this is from the clinic, right? Where's the name of the clinic? Where's the name of the medication? Why does the type look so hanky? Why does it look so hokey? Like the typing, like, do y'all notice right here? Look, 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 look. The type isn't lined up. Like somebody like badly typed this in. Plus, on top of the typing, why is there like handwriting over here? This looks like Chantal's handwriting. And this down here, results from the clinic. Have you ever heard of a clinic having a form that had that written on it? Results from the clinic. Huh? What? Chantal, I think you did this. I think you went online. I think you did some searching and you filled it out yourself. You're very, very sick. And somebody else pointed out your blood pressure is perfect, even though you have high blood pressure and high blood sugar. I'm calling shenanigans. I'm calling it lies. Lies detected. Lies detected. I think this is a fake receipt, fake form. Too much going on here. The type does not look professional. It results from a clinic. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, that's it for the Twitter stuff. I just thought that was interesting. You guys might want to see it. So we're going to put two videos back to back here. And I'm not interested in monetizing these. Papa Swolio, he uses the F-bombs too much. No offense to you, Papa Swolio. You got your own style. Roll with that. But just wanted to do this react to show that 4 years ago, Chantal could have changed things around. That somebody on YouTube reached out their hand to her and tried to help her. But due to the fact that she wasn't getting the male attention personally from this person, she abandoned this path that could have helped her. Could have had a whole lot of people who were not beezers helping her and encouraging her, and it could have made a world of difference. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start here with the first video from Papa Swolio. And this is courtesy of the channel Swole Nervous. I will leave a link for both videos in the video description for anybody who wants to check out the videos. Check out Papa Swole. Because like I said, he's very straightforward. He's very passionate about health. He doesn't pull any punches. Let's see. You know what? I think I posted a comment. Okay, I'm just making sure I am where I need to be. Okay, perfect. Because there's two videos here. Okay, just want you guys to notice something. Like, I've been subscribed to his channel, and I posted this comment for Papa 4 years ago, saying, Papa, I think it's great you are offering her help. She needs to change her life. But as someone that I'm a former emotional eater, food addict, I can tell you she needs more than just the Swole fam. She needs severe therapy. The fact that she actually held a fast food funeral, who does that? It's food, not a person. You grieve over people you lose, not donuts. Shows how deep her addiction is. Her funeral consisted of her having a bee moment, the exact opposite thing that she should be doing to get away from food. If you watch the video, her funeral is the exact thing that alcoholics or drug addicts do before they say they want to quit. Oh, I'll do one last line or have one last round of drinks. She's an addict. She's not weaning off the food. And if you watch her past videos, She'd be all kinds of happy with fast food, and in her latest videos, you can tell she's hating eating the healthy food. You have offered what help you can, and it's up to her to take it, and I hope she does. But I'm not offering up any applause until I see her actually stick to it and not have B moments anymore. Kudos to you for trying to help her, though. That was 4 years ago that I put that comment. Look where we are now. Was I a hater for withholding my applause, for not having hope at that time? I'll have hope for you if I see that you're trying. If I see that you're really trying to change your life and change your routines and change your rituals. But even back then, I knew that without proper help, without inpatience, she was not going to make it. And look where we are. Nothing has changed. It's only gotten worse. But I do give big ups and applause to Papa for trying to help her. He really did try. He offered what help he could offer her. But let's listen to what Papa Swolio, Swolenormous, has to say. Moving on.
.com. You probably love these NOC, the salty vinegar yoga classes, mobility sessions.
Yeah, he offers like yoga classes.
Video
he offers yoga classes and stuff with the Swole fam, all that good stuff. So he's very, very passionate about health.
Went out and commented on her video, and you said Papa Swolio wants to give you a helping hand.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's how this shit is going to go down.
So he addressed me in his video and offered for me to become part of the community and offered his help. I think I can definitely agree with that I definitely need help. And I think support from the community that is supportive of my weight loss would be really a good thing. And I know a lot of you, probably most of you, if not all of you, do want what's good for me as well as I do now. And I really, 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 really think I need the help. And
you do need the help. And it's such a shame that help was offered. And it would have been a great opportunity for you, Chantal, to find a different group besides people on YouTube, where there might be some extra added pressure of maintaining an image, maintaining a certain persona in front of them. You could have a whole different group with a whole different kind of energy and attitude. The help was offered. The only reason why you were reaching back to Swolenormous is because you wanted the male attention and you thought, this is my in. This is my way into getting his personal attention. Once you found out you were not going to get it the way you wanted it, you bowed out. What a shame. What an absolute shame.
I am definitely willing to.
You know, like you quitting the way that you did as fast as you did, it revealed your true intentions and how shallow and stupid you are. Like you just gave up immediately because you weren't getting what you wanted. You're putting your wants above your needs. What you need is to get your health together and get yourself healthy because you're sick. But it's not about what you need. It's always about what you want. And what you want is bad for you.
Accept the help. And I'm just going to, I guess this is my way of reaching out to you. I did leave a comment on your video. I really promise to give it my all, to really put balls to the wall, or as you like to say, nuts on the chin. I really look forward to my community of foodie beauties supporting this journey. And it is for my own good. And I really appreciate the help.
First things first, that takes a lot of balls. Now, a lot of you are being negative in the comments saying she's done this before. She said she was going to change, and then she turned on her trainer. She turned on her coach and all these different things. Papa Swolio and the Swole fam are ready to do it the right way. Now, the way this
You know what, Papa? You're very motivating. You're very straightforward. You're very honest. You're very to the point. People warned you, though. They warned you what a liar she was. You offering help was not a bad thing. The bad is on her for not accepting it. She didn't see the value in the gift you were offering her, but maybe that's the problem right there. That someone like Chantal, if somebody offers them help and a valuable gift for free, they're not going to put much value in it, because all they're going to be looking for is the things that they think are valuable. Oh, I'm not going to get this, therefore it's not worth anything, even though it's worth a lot. You tried, though. You really, really tried. You did what you could. She was just being stupid and simple-minded and decided not to go through with it.
Shit works. It's on the fundamental principle that it doesn't matter how many times you fail, you only have to succeed once. So even if she's failed 5 times, 10 times, 100 times, you realize that the only way you succeed is by failing until you succeed. Fail faster, get shit done, take action, try different things. So this is how it's going to work. This is not a free pass, maybe financially free, but she has to fucking earn it. So at the time of filming this video, I have sent her an email to the email in her profile. So Foodie Beauty, if you're watching this video, as I'm sure you probably are, check out that email and it gives you instructions on your first steps. So I commend her for actually being humble enough and saying, I need the help. It's not easy to ask for help. You might say that she didn't ask for help. I offered it, so she accepted it. But you don't think that all her videos, all those mukbangs, all those face fucking videos, you don't think that those videos weren't cries for help? They're just desperate cries for help. The problem is all the audience members that are supporting the mukbang channels. So if you are being negative in the comments and you are fucking writing her ass for saying, oh, she always says she's going to change and she always fucking fails. Now I understand if...
I'm so sorry, Papa, but here's the problem. She is a food addict. She is an emotional eater. She's confessed that on camera. And essentially, she turned her YouTube channel that she could do regular content on and turn it into a fetish channel catering to the feeders. You know, doing content on YouTube that really belongs on a private forum if, in fact, you're going to do it. Instead of going onto a private forum like, say, OnlyFans or Patreon and putting things behind a paywall and only people who are interested in the content and know exactly what it is, they know what they're getting themselves into. Instead of doing things that way, she decided to bypass all the competition and put that content on YouTube where it does not belong. She doesn't even age restrict that kind of content. And that kind of content, it's bad. It's very triggering for those who might have issues with food, that they're just trying to be in recovery or get on the other side of it. She puts tags on her videos saying binge eating recovery or binge eating disorder. People who might be on YouTube that they're trying to get on the other side of the fence into recovery because of the tag she puts on her videos and her lives, they might just stumble across her by accident because the YouTube recommended and have a bit of a relapse, have a binge moment because of her. Because of her mislabeling her videos and acting as if she's in recovery when she's not. You know, so yeah, she's got an issue with food and she's monetized it. She's monetized her addiction to food. She gave it a job. She makes money off of it. And here we are 4 years later, sir, still doing it. I think, though, she might have reached a place where her body just can't carry on like that anymore. It's breaking down badly. But again, you tried. You're a human being in the world. You reached out to her and you did what you could. So big ups to you for that. I'm sure there's been several people in her life that have tried to help her. Her family tried to help her. Like everybody she's come across, they tell her, you need to eat healthy. You need to lose weight. It'd be better for you. But she looks at people saying that to her as, oh, you're being hateful. You're fat phobic. No, they're telling what you need to do to try to be a little bit healthier and a little bit happier, and you'd feel better. She don't want to hear it, though. She doesn't.
You are watching her videos and you are tired of hearing her talk and talk and talk without taking action, but that's maybe where this final straw, maybe now is the time in which Chantal actually makes a change. So in this email, I laid out that she is going to join the private Swole fam first. Baby fucking steps. If you want to set proper habits.
Here. Does she need the physical, I want to say therapy? She needs to do the physical part of it. True. She needs to correct her diet. She needs to be more active. Absolutely true, sir. But on top of that, she needs the mental therapy. She needs to go see a therapist. She needs to talk to somebody. She needs heavy duty therapy. There might be heavy duty issues and triggers wrapped around food, and she's got to pull that snowball apart and look at every single particle to know what's wrong, what triggers her, to be self-aware of her triggers. Just attacking it on a physical level, it helps a little bit. Like doing physical stuff, it makes you feel better. You feel more active, your blood is pumping. That's a good thing. But if the issues are in your mind and you're not addressing that, at the same time you are getting the blood pumping and you're doing all that stuff, the problem will continue because you're not pulling out the roots of the weed. And the weed's going to keep growing and always being a nuisance. So yeah, the physical therapy that helps you to feel better about yourself. You feel better about your body. It helps set your mind a little bit. You feel positive, but you can't abandon and you can't ignore the obvious therapy that needs to happen here.
I want to lose 100 pounds. How am I going to look in 9 months? That's not how you set habits. It's not about the goal. It's about the 7 pillars. It's about what habits you're setting every single day. So first things first, Chantal will hopefully, this is on her. The onus is on her. She has to step the fuck up.
Yep.
This is hard work. This is effort.
Yep.
Okay. There are no gimmies. There are no guarantees. Swolenormous X and the Swole fam fucking works. I know, I've seen it hundreds and thousands of times. Okay. All of you that are part of the Swole fam, you're commenting on the last video, on this video, I'm sure you know it works. But the question is Chantal going to work for the Swole fam? It's
nope.
up, but we're going to take it one step at a time because it's not about getting results in a year. It's not about losing 100 pounds. It's not about that. It's about setting the proper habits for a lifetime. That's where a lot of people fucking fall off wagon, and because fitness jabronis out there trying to do 30-day challenges or 6-week shreds or take one supplement or do this crash diet to lose fucking weight for summer and be in a bikini. That's not what real fitness and health is all about. It's about those habits, and you'll get the weight loss. You'll get the muscle gain. You'll feel better. You'll move better. But it's about doing those daily tasks, those daily habits, following
That's
the
another
7
one of
pillars.
the problems that Chantal is going to have. She's over 500 pounds. So to lose weight safely, to get back into the 300s, as she's claiming she is, it would take at least 2 or 3 years, depending on how much she loses per year. But it's important that she would lose weight safely, not make it so rapid that it stresses out her body too much. But by taking proper steps, she could lose a good amount of weight and start to feel better. But at her current weight right now, it's going to take at least 2 years, 3 years of just solid, consistent commitment to her health, to herself.
Again, if you're new here, if you don't know anything if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, check the link down below for swolenormousx.com. You could download the 7 pillars right at the top of the page. It's 100% free, and you'll know what I'm talking about. I'll explain it in more depth I'm doing in this video. So I'm stoked, but I'm apprehensive. I don't know all of Foodie Beauty's past. I don't know all her psychological concerns. I know what I see, and I know I know what I see, which is why I've been making these videos. But what I will tell you is that Swolenormous works if you work. You will get results. You'll get amazing fucking results. But it's not easy. You have to put in effort. So it really comes down to her ability and her desire to put in that effort.
Yeah, and that's the problem. She never wants to go all in. It's been 7, 8 years on YouTube and her ruining herself, hurting herself, going through tremendous amounts of pain. But however the pain level is, it's not large enough and it's not great enough to push her past that toxic comfort zone where she says, I'm tired of being sick and tired. I can't take any more pain. I've got to change. She's gotten comfortable in her discomfort. She keeps telling herself in her head, I can handle it. No matter how painful it is, I can handle it. It's not that bad. Instead of acknowledging that it's not right and it's not normal and changing it. You know, like she's one of those people, she's so doggone stubborn that she'll deny the truth until she absolutely cannot deny it. Like it's going to take a medical event to scare the crap out of her, and then that might not even work.
There's going to be ups and downs. It's not fucking linear. Success and your path, your journey is not linear. There's going to be,
you know, Chantal would commit to losing weight if the losing weight and getting healthy was a quick thing. And that's what she wants. She wants to find some magic pill or method where overnight she'll lose 200 pounds or lose 50 pounds a day. And within a week, she's at the size she wants to be. And there's no such thing. There absolutely is no such thing. And it's unavoidable. In order for her to get healthy, she has to commit to her health. She let her health go for years. It's going to take a certain amount of time to get some of that back. There might be permanent damage. There might be damage that could be reversed. But she's too scared to even look under the hood to see what can be repaired and what can't. She doesn't want to know. She knows it's bad. She's had signs that it's bad. Her lack of mobility, her bad breathing, can't see her feet, numbness in her foot that she drags behind her. She knows it's bad. She knows it's bad. Abusing diabetic medications so she can have more B moments. I mean, it's gotten bad. And yet she won't stop because she's doing that toxic self-talk of I've got it under control. Everything's fine. No, it's not. But you tried, Papa. You did. You tried to help her. Things could have been different by now had she listened to you.
Times when you struggle, which is why the Swole fam is there. There could be times when you feel like the world is against you, which is why the Swole fam is there. You need community. Fundamentally, you need to be surrounded by the right people. So we're going to learn more.
And that's part of her problem too. She doesn't want community. She doesn't want proper positive support. She wants negative support that will coddle her and hug her and tell her what she wants to hear. She wants a bunch of yes men. She doesn't want to be held accountable. She doesn't want to take accountability nor responsibility, which might lead to self-awareness. It's all about, let me just live in Delulu land, and I'm going to fool myself and lie to myself and just believe the truth that I want to believe versus the actual truth.
Inside the Swole fam, we're going to learn more about her struggles. We're going to learn more about those little habits that we can tweak, that we can stack, that we can adjust, that can get her on the path to better health and to weight loss and all those things that are going to be very important for her longevity. So if you want to join the Swole fam, if you want to join Chantal, maybe you're watching this video or you watched her video and you're thinking, now is a great time for me to start my journey. You can start by joining the Swole fam. It's less than.
You know what, Papa, when I saw this thing go down, I was like, my honest thought was, you're a very motivating, passionate person about health, but you're way too honest for her. You're way too honest for Chantal. You're way too straightforward. You're not about sugarcoating anything. Your mouth is in a bakery. You're not going to deliver donuts. You're going to just say it straight. You're way too honest for Chantal. She cannot take full strength honesty and help. She wants to be coddled like a child. I knew it wasn't going to work out. Not because you're not passionate enough, not because you're not knowledgeable enough. The fact that you're not going to coddle her. She's always looking for the coddling.
Journey. So again, she has to read that email. So Chantal, make sure you check your email. And if you want to join her on this journey, check out swolenormousx.com. And again, you can get your, if you want to add the yoga studio.
Even if Chantal decided, no, I don't want to sign on with Papa Swolio, with the Swolenormous fam. Where there's a will, there's a way. She's got a computer there at the apartment. She's got Salah's computer. She got a PC. She has her phone. There's tons of videos on YouTube, all kinds of videos. There's videos on nutrition to teach you about nutrition. There are videos on portion control, like what are the proper foods? What portions should you eat of them? There's all kinds of sites that if you want to keep track of calories, it'll tell you like how many calories you're eating. You just write down what you ate that day and then go to this calculator and it'll tell you exactly what you're eating. So you get a good idea of how many calories you're putting in and when. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube where you can do low impact aerobics or high impact aerobics or yoga or meditation. You can do things from the comfort of your own home and get yourself mentally and physically together. So even if she didn't want to do anything with the Swole fam, she could have taken the steps to do things on her own at her own pace.
First, you got to start with those baby steps and start analyzing and looking at what you're doing. If you're a beginner, if you're overweight, if you're underweight, if you're male, if you're female. That's why the Swole family background, whether fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
So Foodie Beauty, I'm super stoked. Learn more, click the links below in the description for Swolenormous.
So Swolenormous Papa Swolio has a huge channel. Huge, like over 100K. And the Swole fam was behind him, and she could have gotten all that support to motivate herself. But what did some of the Swole fam members have to say? Like I showed you my comment. Lex says, who's here after she quit after literally a day? So she spent one day in the Facebook group. She posted a picture of herself, and then a day later she was done. Jordan says, I think she's going to waste your time. She wants your viewers. True that. She's very selfish minded. Like she's motivated by food, men, and money. So she was motivated when she saw that Papa Swolio is not an unattractive guy. She thought, oh, I want to get next to that. Plus, maybe the bonus is I get some of his viewers to follow me. Like there were some selfish motivations there. A gentle soul says, I knew she wouldn't do it. She never completes anything but a big meal. It's a doggone shame. Yes, it is. Casey Smith says she already made a video quitting your program. Fiona says she quit before she even started, like we know her all too well. Lovely Maxie says she wasted your time. Look at her new video. I knew it. Flutter by me says she already quit and said your program isn't for her. Is it? Louise says Foodie Beauty released a video where she says she's out. One day she doesn't even start and gave up. To fail, you have to start something, right? She fails to start something. So let's go on to the next video. And again, I will leave a link for this original video in the video description. So Papa followed that up with another video talking about her quitting. 24 hours and she quit. All right, Papa, talk to us. What happened?
my follow-up after Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, quit, posted once or twice, and then dipped, and then made that video where she said that all these excuses. Now, what I will say in her latest video that she made about why she's leaving and all this stuff, that she was very respectful and nice about Swolenormous X. She said how amazing the community was and that the program is great and to join Swolenormous X. So for that, I appreciate it. But this message, this video is going out to everyone that thinks like Chantal, everyone that thinks with this excuse and victim oriented mindset and close mind.
She's got the victim mentality, Papa. Before she starts the race, she gives up. She's like, I don't want to run. I quit. I'm going to sit in the grass and watch everybody else run around me. She gives up. She gives up because she starts thinking about the hard work, the commitment. She doesn't like change. She said change is scary. And she knows that in order to change her life, she has to have a complete lifestyle change from top to bottom. And that's just too much work for her.
Go through a couple of things that she said because I want to clarify what Swolenormous X is, what we do as a community, and why it's so important, and why this is that vicious cycle that is very, very unlikely to be broken. Now, if you think that I thought she was going to get amazing results and that this wasn't going to happen, you couldn't be more wrong. I had zero expectations, which is why I was having her approach everything from one step at a time, because I didn't really believe it. I'm like, hey, I'm offering help, but I'm skeptical as fuck. So rightfully so, obviously it didn't work out because she didn't even fucking start. She posted and she got hundreds. When I say hundreds, she got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments welcoming her, saying how awesome it was that she was taking.
And I was part of the Facebook group for Papa Swole. And I can confirm that 100%. Since I was part of his Facebook group, there were lots of people welcoming her, being very positive, being very supportive. They all embraced her with open arms, even though she's a liar and people were skeptical. They gave her a chance. The door was open. They were there for her. And again, it was different than YouTube. You know, it's a Facebook group. It's not part of her channel. She doesn't have to worry about keeping on a false image. Just get yourself healthy. And she blew it.
Care of her health. Everyone was super stoked, but we were all cautiously, optimistic. You want to see outcome. You want people to change their lives because so many people inside Swole Fam have changed their lives, have made massive improvements as a result of all the nutrition and training content in X. So it fucking works. And I was just offering that opportunity. There's no skin off my nose. She needs a community. She needs a lot of people and a lot of support. And in this video, she talks about how she doesn't like the whole online thing. It's like, why the fuck did you join? A lot of you are thinking she was doing it for my followers or doing it for attention. Sure. I mean, obviously she has a lot of issues and she needs therapy. But for those of you that think that I don't know that, get fucked. I know she needs therapy. I know she needs a lot of attention and a lot of fucking help. But what can I offer her? I don't live anywhere near her. I don't do one-on-one.
Like to be fair to Papa, like he just said, like I said, with someone like Chantal, as extreme as she is, as many issues as she has, no exaggeration, I feel that she needs an entire team of specialists and people around her, all specializing in something different, working all at the same time with each other and with her to help her. There's way too many issues there. She needs a therapist for the mental, emotional state. She needs a physical therapy. She needs counseling. She needs a lot of things. One person is not going to be able to cover every single base or be there every single day. She needs a literal team. But what she could have done is accept the help from Papa, been part of the Facebook group. That would have covered part of the physical part, and then gone out and sought out therapy and counseling on her own. And that way, all bases are covered.
Training. I don't do one-on-one coaching. I provide a lot of content to a lot of people, and the Swole fam swallows up all those fucking excuses. The Swole fam, literally like Pac-Man, just chomps on those fucking excuses, and we just steamroll through this shit. So it's great when you surround yourself with a lot of people that want the best for you. That's what community is. That's the first pillar of Swolenormous, is fucking community. That's why it's so important. And she had that. So the actual agreement, or what I sent her in the email, was join the Swole fam, join the private Facebook group first. Introduce yourself, do your first post, and she did that.
Yeah.
And the next piece of the puzzle was the kitchen, which has the nutrition jumpstart, which has the video series, the manual, the entire recipe archive, all the meal preparations, all the lifestyle approaches with fasting or keto or paleo. You know, it breaks down all those steps. And I want to clarify a couple of things that she says, because it's not 100% true. Go through all the content. She was barely in. She just saw a couple of things, watched a couple of videos. She didn't go through the whole. So I want to clarify, because she stopped before she even started. And it could have been very, very successful, of course. But like I said, no expectations. Let me break down this video and explain to all of you. That way, those of you that are watching, if there are other Chantals out there, you don't fuck up your shit. You don't stop before you start. You don't quit before you even fucking begin. How are you going to get any results? Anyway, she says that I feel that elimination is a form of restriction.
I feel like for myself, elimination is a form of restriction.
Good. It should be. When you're eating tons of fucking crap, you have to restrict the shit out of that garbage food.
Yeah, like, and she acts like restricting herself from fast food is a horrible thing. No, it's the best thing for you, Chantal. What are you cutting out of your life? Things that are processed, things that don't have any nutrition or vitamins or minerals. You're literally tossing bags of garbage down your throat. And you're wondering why you don't have any energy. You wonder why you're always tired. You wonder why you got all these health problems. Hello? Diet is important. Health is important. But Chantal freaks out because of her love for fast food. And she just can't bear the thought of letting go of it. And something in her brain associates restriction with any kind of restriction as something to be rebellious about. Like, I'm an adult and you're not going to tell me what to do. Nobody's going to tell me what to do. If I want something, I want it, and nobody's allowed to tell me different. Even though what you're cutting out is bad for you, and it'd be a good thing if you cut it out.
Word restriction, a negative. You should not be doing hardcore fucking drugs.
Right.
You should not be just smashing your head into a fucking wall until it bleeds. Like, these are things that you should restrict from your fucking life. You shouldn't be eating food that is fucking your health up. So good, you should be restricting it. It's like glass half empty, glass half full. Eat the foods that you should be eating. Stop thinking about it as being a negative. You're eating foods that are killing you. So cut them out. Good.
Right.
Restrict that shit.
Right.
Actually, 4 to 6 weeks, the longer the food. And people that are addicted to food and addicted to crap food, again, they don't have that concept of what is real and what is good and what tastes good and what doesn't taste good, because their body is just completely skewed from all the shit they've been eating for fucking years. Now, she says that she wanted to do fast food.
I think elimination starting with fast food because I'm addicted to food.
That's
4 years ago, she said that. I'm addicted to food. I am addicted to food. Yes, we know. But 4 years ago, she knew she was addicted to food. She was not unaware of her problem. She was very aware of her problem. She's always been aware. She was aware even before YouTube. Her family sent her to a treatment center for food issues. So even before her YouTube channel, she knew. She was made aware. She didn't care. She didn't want to heal. She wanted to stay broken for the purpose of playing the part of the victim. So Papa Swolio approached her and said, here is a plan to eat better, to feel better, to be healthier. And here is Chantal 4 years ago. She's not even willing to try the plan for a week. and cut out the fast food and feel how much different her body feels without that processed junk. Even before she gets started, she's already laying the groundwork of including the unhealthy stuff because she doesn't want to let it go.
Actually, exactly what the elimination process is. That's exactly what we have laid out. You can do different types of elimination. You could do a complete elimination, you could do a partial, or you could do one thing at a fucking time. That's why Swolenormous X works so fucking well. It's because you can customize your approach based on your training needs, based on your experience, and we help you do that. The Swole Fam helps you navigate that, and all the video series and the Nutrition Jumpstart Manual, everything in the kitchen actually walks you through that. So she completely just didn't even go into that section because you can do it one step at a time. So it wasn't even a fucking issue. Now she goes, I love food. So she goes, I'm really into food. It's not just I'm addicted to food, but I really love food.
Because I'm a food addict, but I'm also a food lover. I love food. I love making recipes. I love trying foods from different cultures.
She has no concept of what love of food is and addiction to food. It's all jumbled up and intertwined.
Yeah, it is intertwined because she uses food in place of love. That's literally her love. Like she turns to it for comfort, to calm her down when she's upset, when she's stressed out, when she's angry, when she's lonely. It's like her go-to medicine, and that's not what food is for.
This is what the problem is. You think addiction is love. You love foods from different cultures. Humans love food. To say you love food, it's because it's instant gratification. You love survival.
You know, like you can love food, but Chantal takes it to another level. She's in love with food. Food is the partner she's always been faithful to, and she's been married to for years, and she refuses to get a divorce from. Not saying she has to starve herself, but just when it comes to food, take that emotional level off of food. Stop treating it as something for more than what it is and going to it for more things than what it actually needs to do. Food is there to give us energy to go out in the world and do things. It is not there to be a surrogate partner or stand in for love or to call you back to happier times in your childhood. It is there to help you go out in the world and be active.
Your brain, your body, evolution wants you to love food. It wants you to want to go get it because if you don't eat it, you're going to die. That's the problem. We are designed by evolution to always look for food because food is scarce and we need it to survive. Now, in a world of abundance, we can have food whenever the fuck we want because we have fucking thumbs.
Right.
That's why, because we just have way too much access to that instant gratification. We have access to instant drugs, and that's the fundamental part of the problem. I mean, it's so comical and so funny, and I've had so much experience with people like this. It's just, you know that it's probably not going to work going in, but you have those hopes because you want to help people. And at the same time, you can't help someone that doesn't want to help themselves. That's in such hardcore denial. It's just unfortunate because thousands of people inside the Swole Fam are crushing it and are having so much fucking results. Check this out. Sarah says, I'm down to 185 pounds, making my total weight loss 175 fucking pounds.
Wow. Amazing, Sarah. Amazing. 175 pounds. For context, I'm like 130 pounds. So that's like losing an entire adult. So good job on that, Sarah. Congratulations.
In 19 months. I'm always motivated to kick my ass into gear, but these last few pounds were super hard won. With the shelter in place orders, I have been even more strict than ever about my diet, and exercise is paying off every freaking day. I'm proud as fuck of the weight I've lost and can't wait to wreck swimsuit season. This is the kind of inspiration that Chantal can't handle.
No.
This is the type of online community. I just don't like online things.
But I don't like the impersonal online thing.
She's online all the fucking time. These are real fucking people. And
yeah, right. Like, I can't handle the online thing, says the person who has a YouTube channel and never stops making videos or streaming. So I guess the real truth is I just want my hug box. I want people to look up to me. I want to be their queen. I don't want to just be part of a crowd on somebody else's Facebook group or somebody else's channel because I am not the star. She wants to be the star. She's not the star. It bothers her.
real fucking results. Community is what you make of it, and
Right.
action is irreplaceable. Any fucking result with anything, with therapy, with weight loss, with relationships, if you don't put in fucking on the elimination diet and doing primer week, that's the first week of the 90-day dash program in Swole X, and I've already lost 7 pounds.
Nice.
5 days. 7 pounds in 5 days. Now, that's usually a lot of water weight from cutting out a lot of flour and sugar and carbohydrates and dairy. But this is what has to happen. When you're obese, when you're overweight, and you cut out certain food groups, you're going to lose fat and you're going to lose a lot of water. And this is what Chantal left on the table. She didn't even try. Now, she says,
and look how much different she looks during this time. This was Chantal 4 years ago. Look. You can see the date. Like, we're bringing the receipts. 4 years ago. This is how she looked 4 years ago. Does she look that way now? She had more health back then. She doesn't have it anymore. It's all gone. She has so little health that she's using everything and anything to cover up the fact that she is just that sick. She's way down in the hole. And she knows it. She absolutely knows it. And yet she doesn't want to admit to it. She wants to cover it up. Chantal, you should have taken the help when it was offered. Because the longer you wait, the harder it is to fix the issue. And the less people want to help you. You know, you're going to run out of people that are reaching out their hand to you.
that it's not that I don't know what to do, it's that I don't do it. No fucking shit. That means absolutely nothing. It's like, oh, it's not that I don't know how to get to the moon. I don't want to go. It's not that I don't know how to get abs. I just don't do it. It's not that I don't know how to lose weight. I just don't do it. That's kind of the only thing that fucking matters is whether or not you do shit. People run their mouths all the fucking time. Everyone's a fucking expert. Everyone is a fucking expert. But unless you actually walk the walk, you're just running your fucking mouth. You're just running your fucking mouth. And she's done this before. And I know she's done this before. But I'm here dropping sack every fucking day. And the purpose of doing this is because I back that sack up. I want people to make a change. I want you to watch this video, get fucking inspired. I want you to sign up and crush it. I want to help you. Even if you don't sign up for Swole X, I want you to fucking crush it. Come subscribe to the Daily Swole and join me on the podcast every day. Drop a comment down below when I'm dropping.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Papa, but I want to get to the comments. So Freedom says you can have results or excuses, not both. That's a quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger. True. Jessica says, it's sad she isn't willing to fight for herself. I've lost 140 pounds so far, and at my highest weight, I made excuses too. She has to get tired of the excuses and feeling like crap. Hopefully she changes her mindset soon. Well, it's been 4 years. She's not done making the excuses. Whatever the pain is, it's not enough to make her break free of it. Shannon says she doesn't like online support, but she's a YouTuber with a channel full of enablers. Yeah, she wants the enabling. She doesn't want the help. Megan says all she wanted was your personal attention. When she realized she wasn't going to go get it, she quit. Yep. Like she just thought, oh, he's going to train me. He's going to focus on me. Once she figured out that wasn't happening, she's like, I'm out. Literally, I'm out. You know, her true motivation shone through. Shabir is Sabiridio. That's one heck of a name. Says, quote, that doesn't mean I'm going to be fat forever. In all honesty, she's kind of right. You get pretty slim once dead. Yikes. Mew says, you know how the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's how I feel about this. Yep. People have offered her help. People have offered her advice, but she's not ready. She's never going to be ready. B. Tyler says, if it's important to you, you'll make a way. If not, you'll make an excuse. True. True, true, true. Emily says, Chantal's original excitement over taking up the offer was the thought that the Thor-looking lad was going to be giving her personal attention. You can tell it was written all over her face. Yep, she thought Papa was going to give her personal attention. That didn't happen. Talith Getty says she's a basket case, Papa. At least you tried. Chantal, unfortunately, is unhelpable. She is on a quest to find a diet that means she can eat as much as she wants, do zero physical activity, and be 110 pounds. She's a perpetual victim. Yep. 4 years later, somebody said that, and it's still true. Poutine Pusher says she doesn't want help because she doesn't have the desire or willpower to change. Nope, she doesn't want to motivate herself. So those are some of the comments. I mean, I'm doing this react video because I just want to show y'all. 4 years ago, another YouTuber reached out to her, offered help. She didn't want to take it. If only she had taken the help. If only she had stayed in the Facebook group. If only she'd been part of the Swole fam. How much different her life could have been by now. If only she had taken even a quarter of the advice that people gave her. If only she had cared about herself a little bit. But no, she just doesn't care. It's on her. Well, I'm done with this react. Hope you guys enjoyed this bit of an unusual retro react for Chantal. I'm going to leave links for Papa Swolio's videos in the description if you guys want to check out his channel. And I'm going to leave and get some stuff done. I'll see you guys on the next one. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.